Bribe Taker. That was also for Dawn. I've done a lot of cards for Dawn, but sadly she finally left the company. But Bribe Taker was really, it was just an excuse to finally put myself on a Magic card, because I typically use myself as reference for all of my art. I am all the monsters, and everything that I've ever done, I've posed for them. And some are very abstracted, some are very literal, but I usually act out my characters physically in front of the camera. Whenever I'm getting ready to do an assignment, I have an idea what I want to do. I'll sometimes even do thumbnails to kind of show my wife, it's like, I need this. And so then, but I'll get into costume, or I'll pose, we'll get lighting, and I will act through the actions of the monsters. The monster thinking, is the monster attacking, and I just need to get that physicality out, and I move, and I kind of feel what my body feels like in those moments, and then my wife takes photos, and I use that as the reference for all the monsters. For the Bribe Taker, it was finally something humanoid, something that has stuff. I'm going to do it. And I had this china cabinet in the house that we pulled out. That was the tabletop. Had a lot of reflective surfaces on it, so it bounced light real nice. I got stacks of quarters for the gold coins out on the edge, and I started getting stuff, all this crazy stuff. I had like a gimlet glass that I put a light in for the, remember what the alcohol, the magic alcohol in that set was called, so I could have a glass of that. I had I bought at Target years ago a metallic silver rhinoceros sculpture, because I knew I was going to need it at some point. I used that, put that on the table. It's in. If you look at the card, there's all this stuff that's in the card that I had with me. I gifted my wife an emu egg years ago, and it's in a stand. That's on the table, but I made the emu egg gold. It was a golden egg. So there's all this stuff in there, and I'm posing. I have my rings on, and I'm fiddling with my rings, and I'm scowling, and we have colored light, and that's the card. My photo reference does not look that dissimilar from the final work. It's just I'm a rhinoceros in the final thing. But that card was the first that I started to drop other art Easter eggs into my magic work, and it also became the last card I did that, because I had done the Bluffer Fish first, and there was a huge gap, and then I did the Bribe Taker. So I thought to myself, Bluffer Fish will be out long before the Bribe Taker will, so I'm going to put a spiky gold puffer fish on a stand on the edge of the image. And then there were all the production delays during COVID, and the Bribe Taker came out first, referencing another card that hadn't come out. And granted, no one on the planet would have known or figured it out or understood, but I did, and I felt very bad about that. So I'm like, note to self, only put Easter eggs into my work of stuff that already is out and exists, because I don't want to run afoul of doing something even more in your face and have it backfire. But yeah, the Bribe Taker was fun. That was my first borderless, so I got to do bigger art, and yeah, it was cool. That was a fun one.